I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Ka, and I just cooked this delicious meal for a family of 4 with the ingredients I just bought today here at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market. Find out how I did it coming up on the next $20 challenge. Hi, I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Ka. Welcome to the $20 challenge, where I just have $20 to buy enough here at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market to make a meal for 4. This week, I'm looking for a honey of a deal. I have no idea what I'm gonna make, but it's gonna be amazing. Let's go shopping. Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. I have decided I'm gonna make a savory French toast.
All right.
And I think I'm gonna, is it okay if I peek?
Sure. Yeah. Have a look.
It looks beautiful. So all of this is the garlic rosemary?
No, these two are the garlic rosemary. This is a French sandwich.
French sandwich. I love French sandwich. I've used French sandwich before. Brioche is gorgeous.
Yeah. Whole wheat.
Beautiful. And multi-grain and
multi-grain.
southern sourdough, also another favorite. But I'm gonna go with the garlic rosemary.
All right.
Yeah. Perfect. I love Camino Bakery. I probably go in every week, and not just for bread. All right.
$4.50.
And there is $20. I will take that. Put it in my trusty Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market bag. All right.
15
Thank you. And I'm gonna come back with samples. I'm gonna make other stuff too, but I'll be back a little bit later.
Great.
Hey guys.
Hey man, how you doing
I'm
today?
doing great. What's this? North Carolina shrimp?
Fresh
Yes,
caught.
ma'am, fresh as they are.
I've never seen you guys here at the farmers market. Tell me about Carolina Boy Seafood.
Well, we started this business about, I don't know, 5 weeks ago. We just decided,
Yes,
let's go
ma'am.
down and buy some shrimp. We got a buddy that owns a shrimp boat out of Wanchese.
Because that's where you go to get shrimp in North Carolina.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we sent a driver down there to pick us up some shrimp one Friday. We headed it and came to the farmer's market the next day. It worked
That's
out good.
amazing. Oh my gosh. How long have you, well, you said what, 5 weeks ago?
5 weeks.
This
yes,
is our
ma'am.
5th week, ma'am. Yes.
Wow, that is so amazing. I'm so stoked right now. Okay, large shrimp. So what is that, like 10, 12, 14, 16?
They're like 20 to 25 per pound. And
Really?
The head on is $10 and the head off is $8, but we're actually out of the head off.
So I can get some head on
Yes, ma'am.
for $8, and there's about 20, 25, and
Well, yes, ma'am.
can I see them?
Usually, yes, ma'am. Here's a pound of the head off, which would normally be $10, but since we're out of the head-ons today, we'll sell these to you for $8.
I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with buying that. Number one, because I've never seen you guys at the market. We never have shrimp here, and I'm so excited, and it's North Carolina shrimp. That is amazing.
ma'am.
This is
Wow.
probably the freshest shrimp you're going to find in Winston-Salem today.
So, what kind of shrimp are these?
These are green-tailed
These are
shrimp.
green-tailed.
They
Green-
differ a little bit from most of the shrimp that you would get from the coast because these are not bottom feeders like brown-tailed shrimp are. These
And-
feed closer to the top of the ocean. It's a lot cleaner shrimp. It's a better flavor, a lot cleaner,
bit
more sweet.
sweeter.
I'm really liking the better tasting shrimp. So, okay, all right, I'm in. $8. I love it.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
so excited. And you guys are gonna be here next week too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Every week.
I'm super excited. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Do you have a plastic bag that I can put my shrimp in? Because I just bought some bread, and shrimp and bread go together, you know, like a shrimp po' boy or something. I don't know, maybe. But I don't want it to get wet. Thank you,
You
thank you.
enjoy
Thank
and
you,
have a
ma'am.
great weekend.
Oh, I absolutely will. I'm so excited. So whatever it is I make with these guys, I'm gonna come back and give you guys samples. You'll be
Sounds
first.
good.
Sounds good.
All right,
Have a
see
good
you
one.
guys.
Thank you
ma'am.
for your
Enjoy.
business.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how
are
are
you,
you?
Talib? You doing good?
I'm doing very well.
How much are your tomatoes?
$1.50 a pound.
$1.50 a pound.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I need a couple of tomatoes today. How much is this big
need a
boy?
bag?
No, because I have my own bag. How much is he?
150.
150. And let's see here. Let's see how much he is.
$3 even.
$3 even. Okay. All right. And I see you've got some eggs. How much are your eggs?
They're $3.75 a dozen.
$3.75. Is there any way you could sell me a half dozen?
I don't normally sell them for a half dozen.
But could you do it for me?
Yes, we can do it for you.
How much? I'm really bad at math. I was an English major.
That comes out to, hold on a second.
Okay. Calculators are us.
I don't want to start making mistakes.
Okay, I don't either. Especially when you're trying to give me a deal and you're being so nice.
$1.90.
$1.90? Okay. Is it okay if I put them in this little basket?
Sure.
Okay. So, Talib, how long have you been here at the market
I've
selling?
been here, we're going on 15 months now.
15 months. It's like a brand new baby, but not. All right.
I like the baby reference.
Okay, so
6.
is it 6 total?
15. That's $3.90.
$4.90.
Very good.
Why, thank you.
Let me get this in.
It's a business doing pleasure with you.
As always. And what are you making today? Because I definitely have to come and try some.
Okay, so my plan may be, now that I have just a half dozen eggs that I'm going to hold on
Yes, I
to,
was gonna say,
because I don't want
yeah.
them to break, I think I'm going to make eggs in purgatory.
Interesting.
Yes. But speaking of purgatory, do you have any peppers?
I have spicy peppers.
Spicy peppers. How much are they?
How much pepper do you want to get?
I only really need 2. They look really tiny.
For you, why don't you just have 2?
Thank you. You're being so generous to me today. Thank you.
Only today?
Every time I come, you're incredibly generous.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm going to get them on my way out. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Hi, good morning, Natalie.
Hey Nikki, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well.
So I have to tell you, I saw your little, I want to call it a commercial online and on TV too. It is so
We're
cool.
in the same program.
I know. I think
Yeah.
it's awesome. That's
Yeah.
so great. Promoting Sun Gold Farms, promoting you, and I love everything about the video. Just watching you work the land, and I'm like, oh my God, I know her. I know her.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
since I know you, I'm at the tail end of my money, number 1.
Okay.
And this is the last episode of the season.
Oh,
I was hoping you could maybe cut me a deal.
tell me what you're looking
Okay, all right. I am looking for peppers and I'm looking for chives.
for.
And I only have $2.60.
Okay.
What can you do for me?
So we have these awesome, they look really spicy, but they're really sweet. Try these.
Jimmy Nardello. I've had him before.
Jimmy Nardello, sweet Italian drying pepper. It's a mouthful, but they're like super sweet. Eat them like candy. And these are 3 for $1. So
Oh,
if
so
you
I can
wanted to do
okay.
2, we could do 2 of those and then 1 of those, and then you'd be good to go. But if you're looking for something bigger, then we can weigh up the bell pepper, or we also have a roasting pepper here.
Roasting pepper?
This is a Bulgarian roasting pepper. My friend Nick had me grow it. He had his mom ship the seeds over so that he could get these in Winston-Salem. So
Where did she ship
from
them
Bulgaria. So they're
Seriously?
yeah. And so they're not as sweet until you cook them up, but they hold up really well and they've got good flavor. So we can weigh one of these up and see what we're looking at.
I'm excited about this prospect.
All right.
Okay.
So this is also 50 cents. So
Okay.
So either way, you can do chives then at one of these or two of those, or we can do half a bunch of chives and both of those.
Can I do a half a bunch of chives and 3 Jimmy's? Because it's like
then one
candy,
of
like ice cream,
Oh,
and
yeah,
one of
yeah.
the. Can I do that
Yeah,
for
that's
$2.60?
perfect. Yeah.
You're the best, Natalie.
So we have garlic chives and we have regular chives. Do you have a preference?
Garlic chives,
All right.
absolutely. More flavor. Oh my gosh, this is excellent and amazing. See, this is why I like coming to the farmer's market, because you are not bound by exactly what's on the table.
We make our own rules.
Yes,
right?
I love it. I make my own rules too.
Yeah. I can tell that. All right, so there we go. So $2.50.
Or $2.60.
Or you can keep that 10 cents and then
Thank you.
say you did really well today.
Thank
So,
you. I
yeah.
did do well today.
And then, do you want a bag or?
I have a bag, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw everybody in here.
All right.
Not throw, lay gently.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Natalie.
Well, happy
I'm bringing
cooking.
samples.
Oh, thank you.
Now that I have my ingredients, it's time to turn all of this into a meal for a family of 4. While we take a break, I'm going to head over to our demonstration kitchen and start prepping. When we come back, we'll start cooking.
I'm Roger Hester and I'm a professional grower. Come see me on Saturday at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market.
The Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market open every Saturday from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Local farmers, local food.
Welcome back to the $20 challenge. I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Kah, and now it's time to cook a meal for 4 using ingredients I just bought for $20 at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market. Today I'm going to make shashuka, also known as eggs in purgatory, with a savory French toast and honey glazed shrimp. Let's get cooking. So while we were on break, I did prep, and what I put in the pan is the start for the shashuka, or the eggs in purgatory. So I chopped up our tomatoes and our beautiful Jimmy Nardalo peppers, and I mashed them up a little bit to release the juice that's in the tomatoes. So gorgeous, so beautiful. And I put it all into the pan with a little light olive oil, and the 2 hot peppers, I just pricked them very lightly so that I can take them out so it doesn't give too much heat into the purgatory, because we want it to be spicy, but we don't want it to be too spicy. So after I pricked the peppers just a little bit and put them in, I also seasoned it with a little bit of cumin, a little bit of paprika, garlic salt, and a bay leaf. So the bay leaf I like to use because it gives it a little earthy flavor, and whenever you're stewing something, I like to add a bay leaf because it makes it taste like it's been stewing for hours. So it's been cooking for about 15 minutes now, and now it's time for me to take out my little peppers, because like I said, I don't want too much heat to be in them. And also, you can use the peppers for something else later on. And I'm also going to take out our bay leaf because it has imparted enough flavor, I think. So at this point in time, I'm going to let the tomatoes stew a little bit more, but I'm going to start our French toast. So while also we were on break, in this bowl I put some buttermilk, and I used dried buttermilk, a little bit of prepared mustard, salt, and pepper. And I sliced up that beautiful garlic rosemary bread that we got. And I've got our pan hot, and it's just got olive oil in there. If you want to put olive oil and butter, it adds not only, it increases the smoke point, but it adds a little bit of flavor. But I'm going to do all olive oil program today. So you can use, typically French toast is 10-day-old bread or stale bread. This bread is incredibly fresh. So you do not have to soak it in your egg and buttermilk mixture for very long. Just a very light dousing will do. Just a couple seconds, and then put it right in the pan. And then we'll take another slice and dip it right in the egg mixture and put it right on in. And the next two pieces, I'm gonna make them be smaller so that they'll fit in the pan. Just dip that right on in there. And you can use regular milk too, or if you're feeling fancy, you can use yogurt. But I like buttermilk because I like the tang of the buttermilk. And I had some dried buttermilk left over from another recipe, so why not? And I usually have it in my pantry. So this is gonna be cooked down, or not cooked down, but start to heat up so it can get toasty brown. And our peppers and tomatoes, they look like they're ready to get some eggs. So after the peppers and onions, and not onions, but peppers and tomatoes have stewed down enough, you're gonna take your spoon and a large spoon, and you're gonna make a little indentation in the peppers and the tomatoes, because that's where you're gonna put your eggs. So one at a time, you're gonna crack your eggs into the pan. And since we're cooking for 4, everybody gets an egg. And at this point, you can either continue cooking it on the stove, like I'm doing, or you can put it in the oven for a few minutes to help heat up the pan. So at this point, I am going to take a break because we're gonna let our eggs set. And when we come back, we're gonna flip our French toast and we're gonna start our honey glazed shrimp.
I sell a lot of greens, a lot of kale, collard, cabbages, broccoli, a lot of head lettuces, cut leaf lettuce, arugula, and then the roots we have beets, carrots, turnips, radishes. I really enjoy selling at the farmers market because you have that direct interaction with the customers, and it means a lot to get the feedback, you know. Somebody really likes something or somebody doesn't know what to do with it, then we're able to have that conversation. I learn a lot every day. It's always different. I'm working outside, I'm working with my hands, and I can see a project from the beginning to the end, so it's very rewarding in that way. So the grocery store experience, everything looks so perfect and wonderful, but it doesn't taste as perfect as wonderful as something from the market. So the market might come with all kinds of imperfections, but when you bite into it, it really tastes like what your grandparents ate and what your great-grandparents ate. There's like there's a difference. And I'd say just come out and try it and taste for yourself.
See her products at the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market Saturdays from 6 to 1.
Welcome back to the $20 challenge. I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Ka, and today I am making shashuka, also known as eggs in purgatory, with savory French toast and honey glazed shrimp. So while we were on break, I finished our French toast, and you can see it's beautiful and golden with that beautiful garlic rosemary bread from Camino Bakery. Gosh, doesn't that look good? And I also set up our shashuka, which is about ready. It looks gorgeous and beautiful, and the eggs are about set, and it's gorgeous, and just everyone seems to love eggs over easy, and that's exactly what these eggs are, very easy. So before I start our honey glazed shrimp, I have someone I'd like to introduce to you. I'd like to introduce to you local honey a beekeeper and honey producer, James Calhoun. It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
So please tell us, what are the benefits of cooking with honey?
Well, the honey itself is good for your allergies. It's a natural sweetener. It's the most perfect sweetener that you can get, and also even some diabetics can use it as a sweetener, where without it they wouldn't have anything sweet. I have a lot of diabetics who buys my honey just to eat, but I'm not recommending until they try it. So
You're a beekeeper, not a medical professional.
Right. But also the taste. There's nothing that can compare to good honey as far as taste and flavor.
So my last question for you, what makes it so that honey is great for allergies? What about honey makes it great for allergies?
It's the pollen that is in it. What I do, the early spring honey is the best for pollen, the dark, with the pollen in it. It's a little blend of everything that blooms in the spring, and that's mainly what people want, is the dark spring honey for the allergies, because it does have the pollen in it that helps out with their allergies. You know, a spoonful in the morning, a spoonful at night for approximately 2 weeks, and then 1 spoonful a day thereafter, and it should take care of you if it's a pollen allergy.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, James. Thank you for everything. I'm gonna get started cooking some shrimp. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, let's get started on these shrimp. So, we've got these beautiful, gorgeous North Carolina shrimp from our Carolina boys, and they are gorgeous. The heads are off of these, but the tail is on. I'm gonna keep them on. A lot of people don't like shrimp tails, but you probably want to eat these. So to make our honey glaze, I've got about 1/3 cup of honey from our new friend James Calhoun, and I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, or what I like to call what's that here sauce. Just about 3 tablespoons or so, and I'm going to whisk it up. And in my pan, it's hot and ready to go with our olive oil, and I'm going to put our whole pound of shrimp in, and our honey, Worcestershire sauce mixture. I'm just gonna pour it right on. Put everything right in the pan. So shrimp don't take very long at all to cook. They only take a few minutes. So you wanna take your shrimp, and they're going to start turning pink very quickly, just like a couple of them have. So you just want to make sure you coat all of the shrimp in the glaze that you put into the pan. And the shrimp are going to start changing color and getting beautiful. And the honey is going to thicken a little. That Worcestershire is going to give it that savory oomph flavor. So if you want to get a little bit fancy, instead of using Worcestershire sauce, you can use fish sauce, also known as nom plat. You can get it at any major grocery retailer or specialty retailer as well, like a ethnic grocery. So as you can see, the honey is not the honey, but the glaze is coating the shrimp, and we're going to let that go for a few more minutes. And we're going to talk about this eggs in purgatory. So it takes about 30 minutes from start to finish cooking down your tomatoes and your peppers, and you crack the eggs in, and you can cook it to your preference. Like I said, the sunny side up or eggs over easy, that seems to be pretty popular, and we're going to go with that today. So our shrimp are almost done. Just a couple more minutes here. As you can see, they're changing color and they're curling up just a little bit more. So how do you know when your shrimp are done? Well, number one, they'll be nice, beautiful, pink and not gray. And you just want to flip them to make sure that they're done on both sides. Man, I wish you could smell these shrimp. So after I flip these guys, I'm gonna make sure I add a little bit of sea salt because guess what? Shrimp come from the sea. And speaking of sea, when all of your shrimp are cooked perfectly, they will all be in the shape of little seas. Almost there. And last one, he's trying to get away from me. There we go. So another few seconds on this. And I'm gonna turn it down. And I'm gonna add our sea salt. See, all over the place. I need to buy some more sea salt. There we go. All right. Now, let's plate up this guy. So I'm gonna put one slice of our French toast down. And then I'm gonna get my handy dandy spoon. There we go. And get some of those peppers and tomatoes and the egg and put it right over the bread. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh my gosh. That farm fresh egg, those beautiful local tomatoes, and those peppers. And then last but certainly not least, our honey glazed shrimp. Put those guys on the side. They're gonna be nice and sweet. And remember, when you get the shrimp, you're more than welcome to take the shell off and the tail off before you bring it to the table. And remember those garlic chives we bought? Well, as I always say, just because you're on a budget doesn't mean you can't garnish. And that's exactly what's about to happen with these garlic chives. Because not only does it add a little bit of flavor when you bite into it, it adds a little bit of color too. Doesn't that look good? Oh boy. And here we have it, folks. We've got our shashuka, also known as eggs in purgatory, with our savory French toast made with garlic rosemary bread and our honey glazed shrimp. So, if you would like to cook this at home, I'm going to post my recipe on my blog, Knicksnacks, at knicksnacksonline.com. And to make this, I spent $8 for shrimp, $4.50 for bread, $3 for tomatoes, $2.50 for chives and peppers, $1.90 for eggs, for a total of $19.90. So, let's see how this tastes. Got my fork and my knife because I really want to cut into this savory French toast and cut into that egg, and it's all runny and beautiful. Man, doesn't that look good? All right, first bite. So delicious. I can taste the cumin and the sweet peppers and that beautiful runny egg. Oh my gosh. So, if I can do it, you can do it too. Bring $20 to the Dixie Classic Fair Farmers Market and see how you too can create something delicious for your family with just $20. The farmers market is open year-round, every Saturday from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. For the $20 challenge, I'm Chef Nikki Miller-Ka, and thanks for watching.